What's up everybody, Bryce and Michael RC here, and today is another Cosplay Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving everybody, hopefully everybody's having a good Thanksgiving just like I am. I just got done from Black Friday shopping. This video is probably going to come out a little after midnight, so a little bit into Friday, but that's okay. That's okay, because it's not your typical Cosplay Thursday. We don't really have a finished cosplay today, kind of like the Flash thing, where we have a cosplay, it's basically finished, it's about to be shipped out, but he only wanted it primered because it's a commission and he wants to do it. He wants to do the painting himself and the rest of the cosplay himself. So I'm going to show you guys the model itself. The Flash that I showed you guys in the previous video, I'll show you a little bit of a thing here. While it was shipping, it ended up getting cracked basically in half, and he ended up shipping it back. I'll show you guys a little bit of that. Show you what I did to fix the problem. I'm making my own Flash, which I just recently started, and then the announcement for the rest of this year probably, and then on into next year, coming up at the end of it. So stay till all the way to the end of the video and check it out, because I think you guys are going to want to see this. You guys are going to want to stay tuned. You are. It's going to be fun. This is going to be amazing. I think it's going to be amazing. Anyways, let's go. So first up on the docket is the cosplay that I want to show you guys today, the brand new cosplay. And again, like the past couple weeks, this one's not going to have a link in the description. It is a file that was sent to me on commission. It was sent to me. It said, hey, can you make this? Here's the files. And so he sent me them, and I made them, and then I got them to the point of primer. So I'm going to show you guys these. And I used a new technique on them, so I'm going to show you guys this. This is the owl head, the night owl from Watchmen. This is a really cool piece, and I'm going to show you guys just the cowl here itself, kind of like a Batman cowl, almost the same thing as the Batman cowl. It comes with a little face piece for when he's in the snow, right there, little face piece, and then it comes with some goggles that are going to have plastic put in them. They're going to be yellow. They got little spots on the end, so you can put an elastic in it, and that elastic goes and wraps around to here. And I'll show you guys a picture right here that I put some of my own elastic in, just to kind of see what it would look like when it was still a 3D print. Again, on this one, every step that I did, I went on Instagram and I posted pictures from step one all the way to the end, showing the entire build process of this. This is one of the funnest ones that I've done, because it's 3 different sections. If this was my own, and I'm probably going to make my own, if this was my own, there's so much different that I would do. I'd probably do it cosplay accurate. He actually wants gray with yellow lenses and stuff, like a picture. I'll show you guys right up here. It's a picture on the internet of it, and it's got like little feathers coming off. The actual one is kind of like a bronze color. Kind of looks like it's made out of leather and stuff, and you hardly see this face piece and stuff on it. The whole file itself actually comes with a neck piece and a little part to come across the chest, but it was going to cost him too much to get all that, so he ended up opting just to get the helmet for now, and we'll see if he ends up going with the rest of it. And if he does, then I'll show you guys the entire thing, probably with my own helmet. If he ends up wanting the chest piece and the neck piece, I'll probably print those along with my own and just kind of show you guys all of it together. So anyways, I'm going to try to balance the goggle things on here real quick, and I'm going to show you guys this all the way around. Now, this bottom part isn't done primering, so it's completely 100% smooth, but you can see little marks and stuff, because I still have to hit it with one more coat of primer. So there's a few little spots on it, but it stays on pretty good. I ended up taking, since this is made in PLA, all I had to do once it was done is take it, and I put some, I took a hair dryer and I blow dried all the way around it, got some heat on it, got it all heated up. Not hot enough to melt it, but hot enough to flex it. And then I put it on, and then I kind of just pushed in the ends until it wrapped around it perfectly. But there's not enough, it wraps on and stays, but you can still take it off really, really easily, and it won't cause a scratch or anything like that. So we had a concern at the beginning when we were talking about how this would go on. He kind of wanted it glued on, but I was like, man, you gotta make it removable. So I think one of the best things that you could do probably is what I would do if this was mine, is I would put a magnet up under here in the nose, probably one on each side, and then I would put magnets on the back side here. That way the magnet stayed on the nose part and the rest of it just kind of went up on there. So that's what I would do. But you know, he can do whatever he wants with it. And it's the same guy that commissioned the flash, that commissioned this from me. So anyways, really cool looking. I basically just smoothed it out and all that stuff. So looks really good. Really good piece. So I think this might be from Do3D. I'm not 100% sure. He kind of just sent me the file, asked me if I could do it. Anyways, let me show you guys some other stuff. I've got some footage here that I'm going to show you right up here. I'm going to make a video on this, just on it itself. So that's coming in the future. But if you guys look really close here, and then right in here, and right in this side, maybe that's better, you can kind of see it better right in there. The way that I did this is, since the flash ended up breaking when it was shipped, and the problem is US mail isn't very delicate with boxes, and I wrote fragile all over the side of it. See, it had a ton of stuffing, and it said fragile all over it. They still are not delicate with it, and the flash ended up breaking. So this is a technique that I kind of learned, and a few people are using it, and it's where you take and you use 3D filament as kind of a weld and a soldering gun, and you kind of just feed it 3D filament and weld it, basically. And it's real good. I've dropped it on the ground 100 times. I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to scratch it up even more or ding it in any spots, but I have dropped it on the ground. I've dropped the full helmet on the ground from about this high, and you can see on the inside, that's probably one of the better things. You can see how much plastic was used, melting them together and stuff. So this one should be good how it is, and I'm going to ship it out all the way to California, I think is the address that he wants this one shipped to. And it should make it there perfectly fine. I'm not worried about this one. But I did something a little bit different with the flash one that I'm going to show you guys right now. So that's the owl. Had a lot of fun. Didn't finish it, so I can't say too much about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And if you guys are following me on Instagram, you guys have already seen this. But it's cool. It's really cool. The Watchmen owl, it's so much like Batman. It's one of my favorite non-popular superhero characters. When I first watched Watchmen, I was like, man, that owl is so legit. And the owl should be a Marvel character. It should. It's such a good character. But anyways, Chris, I hope you enjoy this. I know you're going to watch this video. Hopefully you enjoy that. That's going to be coming to you very soon. I know you're in Hong Kong, but you should be getting it shortly. I'm going to be sending you some pictures here soon. Not today because today's Thanksgiving, but here very soon. This weekend we're putting up the Christmas tree with the family and stuff. So, but I'll get a hold of you, and I'll send you some pictures of it 360 all the way around to where you can approve it, and we can send it off whenever you get back from Hong Kong, or I can ship it to meet you in California if you're going to be having it shipped there. Anyways, that's that. Next one up is the flash helmet. Now this one isn't finished yet. I've got to do a little bit of sanding. There's a spot right back here that needs to be sanded flush, and a spot there that needs to be sanded flush, and I think a spot on the other side that needs to be sanded flush. But that's it. It's basically finished, and this feels like a professional. It feels like it. This thing is heavy. It is heavy. It's got that feel of sturdiness, and the reason why is you can see on the inside there. I actually went on the inside of this. You can really see it up here. I went on the inside of this with fiberglass resin and fiberglass cloth, and I filled that whole inside with fiberglass cloth and fiberglass resin, and then I went through and cut out the eyes and around the mouth part of the cowl and everything, and sanded it all down. I spent a lot of extra time on this that I didn't plan on spending. In fact, when it broke and everything, I told him how he could fix it. He didn't want to mess it up, screw everything up, and so he went ahead and sent it back to me to fix. And I knew I could fix it, but in the process of doing it, I was like, I want to make sure that this doesn't get sent back to me again, because I've probably sanded this thing now at least 1,000 times. And so I wanted to try something. I wanted to try something new, and hopefully he enjoys it. When he feels it, he's going to feel that it feels heavier, more sturdy and everything. And he was afraid he was going to break it more. You're not going to have that problem now. It's got fiberglass resin in it. I mean, this thing is awesome. And if it does end up breaking off around it, you're going to have a perfect copy on the inside of the fiberglass resin and everything, probably. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, Chris, whenever you get it. Anybody else out there that's used fiberglass resin on the inside, I know that there's some prop makers online, some very popular prop makers online. You guys might know what channel I'm talking about. When they make a helmet like this, they always do the inside with fiberglass cloth and fiberglass resin. Or they don't use the cloth, they use the actual fiberglass pieces and shreds and stuff like that. So I thought about doing that, but I had some cloth already on hand, and cloth is super strong. You can see, I mean, you could see each piece of cloth in there, and it's super, super strong, super tough. And this weight, I mean, the weight of this, it feels like a real cowl, like this is a professional thing. And I may start doing this with the rest of my helmets, I'm not sure. And I'll probably ask him if he wants me to do the same thing with the owl, just to make sure. I don't think the owl needs it, because I did and I did on the part that broke, it broke around, you know, straight up the side, around and over to the other side. Whenever I put it back together, I glued it, and then I went inside and I did the melting thing that I just showed you guys. Along the seams, but I didn't do the melting along the rest of it. It would have taken a lot of time, and being in an enclosed area, it's really hard to get the soldering gun in certain positions. So that's why I kind of went with the fiberglass, and I don't know if I want to do the other one because it's real tight on the other one. It's not as wide open as this one. So if you don't like it though, Chris, just 1 second, if you don't like it, if you don't like the fiberglass on the inside, if you see it and you're like, oh God, I don't like all that fiberglass on the inside, I don't like being able to see it, guess what? I have printed another one, okay? And I'm already working on it. So if you decide you don't like it, you decide you can't stand it, it's too heavy or whatever, and this one I am doing the melting thing too, just like the owl and all that. It's already completely finished printing and everything. If you decide that you don't like that one, let me know. I'm already doing this one. It won't take long to get done. And if you don't want this one, or if you don't want that one, you can send it back. If you don't want this one, then I'll finish this one. But I want to do my own flash. I've got my own color already picked out and all that different stuff. So just letting you know that that is an option, Chris. And I would love if any commission pieces that I send out to anybody who commissions a piece with me, if you don't like it, if it breaks or something like that, I'd always be willing to make another one just to satisfy you and make you happy. So, like I said, another one right here. This I am super stoked about. Now, there's not going to be any more Cosplay Thursdays. When the flash gets done, my flash, when I finally finish it, whether he chooses to get the one that I'm making right now, or keep the one that he has, or send the one that he has back, whichever one that I get to finish and put on my shelf and stuff, we'll have a Cosplay Thursday for that. But Cosplay Thursdays are going to cease for now, and I know we didn't have one last week, but it's kind of been in preparation for this. I've been doing the commissions and stuff instead of helmets for myself. When I do a commission for somebody else, I sand like a mad, crazy person. And, I mean, I can, on mine, if there's a spot here or there that if I get tired of sanding it and I can hide it with paint or something like that, then I do it. You know, so I don't have to worry about mine being inspected because it's got to be approved by me. But when it's getting sent to somebody else and it's getting mailed off and they're going to message me on Instagram or something afterwards about this or that, and when it's got to be approved, I want to get it perfect. So it takes a little bit longer than 1 week to do it. So I apologize for that. I know I didn't have one last week. I should have. But I just wanted to make sure that it was perfect. But we're hijacking Cosplay Thursdays, and from now on, every single Thursday is going to be an update video for one cosplay. One cosplay that I'm going to be working on from now until it's finished. It's probably going to be past the end of the year, probably halfway through next. It might take a year to make this entire thing, but this is the first piece that's printed right here. Can anybody guess what it is right off the top of your head? It's a chest piece. This is the first piece to the Mark 50 Iron Man Infinity War suit. I'm pumped about this one. I'm going to make the entire suit. You guys already know I've made the Mark III helmet, the damaged battle helmet here. So since I've already got an Iron Man helmet, I'm going to start with the suit, but then I have to end with the Mark 50 suit because the Mark 50 suit is so much different than the Mark III. And I'm not going to wear the Mark III helmet that's all battle damaged with the brand new looking. I'm going to make this look brand new Mark 50. Although I'm going to get an airbrush in the process of this one, and I might do some airbrush weathering, but not near as much weathering as that's on this Iron Man 3 right here. So I'm pumped about that. So next Thursday, hopefully next Thursday, we've got the chest piece put together, so it goes from here to about there. And then the Thursday, hopefully it's different pieces every Thursday. I'm also going to be posting pictures of these on my Instagram, so if you haven't went over to my Instagram, the link is in the description. I post pictures of this stuff constantly. People are loving it. Also, I could use your help. If you know anybody or you are someone who would like to support this channel, make sure that you go over to my Patreon page. The link is in the description. And then we're going to, like I said, we're going to be giving away all of these helmets. Well, most of these helmets we're going to be giving away. I just have to get Patreons. And once the Patreons start coming in and supporting this channel with some money, you're going to be getting some stuff back in return. We'll be doing some giveaways. And then once you've won one, I want to make sure and spread it out, make sure that everybody gets a chance to win these helmets, like the Iron Man, like the Batman, like the Iron Patriot, Deathstroke, Ant-Man, and Kylo Ren. Those are the first ones that we're going to be giving away. Not all at once, but we're going to be giving them away one at a time. So if you want to support this channel, you can go over and support this channel, and you can end up getting something in return. Once those 6 are given away, then we'll start working our way down and giving other ones away. Also, if you're a company that has filament, that sells filament, or a 3D printing company or something like that, feel free to get a hold of me. Go to my Instagram, link is in the description, and send me a message or something like that if you've got filament or you've got 3D printers or anything like that you want. This is the perfect time. If you want to support this channel and help me build this and keep things on schedule, get a hold of me, send me a message or something, because I'm going to need all the help that I can get. This is the biggest project I've ever done. 100% 3D printed suit, and then whenever I get done getting the entire suit 3D printed, I've got to break it off into specific pieces, and then I want to make molds of each one of these. And like I was saying when I was doing the TPU video, when I said I wanted to make a Mark 50, and then I wanted to make it all in like a rubbery filling thing, because if you watch the actual movie, the nanotech doesn't actually look like hard armor, it looks like flexible move around armor. So once I get done with this, I want to actually make a mold and transfer this over to something that's going to be a little bit more flexible and better. So if you want, that stuff's expensive. Making molds is expensive, and if I don't get support or something like that, it's just going to take a little bit longer, but it's going to end up getting done. So every Thursday from here on out is going to be an update on the Mark 50. This is the very first piece. By the time you see another video, then hopefully we've got the entire chest piece done, and we'll show you step by step, video after video, every single Thursday, how this is coming along. I thank you guys so very much for supporting this channel. Everybody who's subscribed to this channel, I really appreciate it. Spread the word, share this on Facebook, on Instagram, share it on Google, wherever your social media is. I would really love to get you involved in this, and who knows, whenever I finish this and I start making a copy of it, I may give away a copy of this. You know what I mean? I want to keep the original suit itself that's made in the 3D print, but when I can make a mold, I can make multiple ones. You know what I mean? So who knows? The possibilities are endless, and I always want to give back to people who help me. So just shoot me a message on Instagram or something like that, and I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, my name is Bryson Michael RC. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Keep helping out the channel, and come back every Thursday for the new update. And then the Flash. The Flash is going to be in one of those Thursdays. I'll probably just throw it in somewhere in one of them whenever it gets done. Who knows? Maybe it'll be next Thursday. I don't know. But then after the Mark 50, we're doing the entire full brand new Stormtrooper suit. So we're going to do 2 full suits. So probably the next year and a half of videos are going to be dedicated to 2 different suits that we're going to be building. Ain't that exciting? If I got multiple 3D printers, I could build multiple suits at a time. So think about that. You know, who knows? Anyways, we'll see you guys later. Have a good Thanksgiving, guys! Have a good Black Friday if you're out Black Friday shopping.